So good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are joining us from today. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Wednesday and week so far. Today, we're going to talk about the Smart Agencies Toolkit, Effortless Client Management with SEO Ranking. My name is Andrew Zarudny, and I'm part of the marketing team over at SEO Ranking. And today, I'm joined by Maxim Bliznyuk from the Success team. We are now in the right state of mind. We showed you guys the video to get everybody hyped up for today's event, which is going to be about our agency pack. But before we start, let me just tell you a bit more about SEO Ranking in case you guys are in your trial account or you're just new to, haven't heard about us before. We provide advanced and basic tools for as well as data for agencies, in-house professionals, SEO, freelancers, so basically anybody involved in SEO or digital marketing. We've been providing tools for the past 10 years, and you can see on the screen, we have a lot of recognition from independent experts and users as well, and we do our best to maintain this recognition from you and just provide you with all the tools that you need to take care of your SEO needs. Further dive into what I just said, we have specifically tools for digital agencies in the form of the white label, which we're going to talk about today, reporting capabilities, user seats, we're also going to cover today. Plus, we have a lot of different materials if you just run a business on your own, or if you want to learn SEO on your own. You can do that via all the courses, materials that we have on our blog, on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of different webinars and stuff like that. So just be sure to check that out. And also, if you're an SEO freelancer, you'll find a plethora of tools that will help you take care of almost any part of digital marketing. Yeah, and as a result of all the hard work that we put into our tools, we are trusted by more than 25,000 businesses, and we're hoping that this number will only grow. And yeah, so this is basically one of today's events. The goal is not only to tell you about the agency pack, but also to answer your questions that you may have surrounding this, the tools that are a part of the agency pack. So let me just show you guys a bit more about what we're going to go into today. I'm going to give you a really quick overview of SEO Ranking, just the general dashboard. We're going to take a look at how you can navigate the tools. Then Maxim is going to give us a breakdown of the agency pack. So we're going to take a really close look at the white label, which allows you to customize the platform to your corporate identity. We have the lead generator that you can put up on your homepage, and you will generate leads to your business. You have the user seats that allow you to add teammates and clients to SEO Ranking account, keep track of all the data, and as well as SEO reporting, which has a lot of capabilities that allow you to create drag and drop reports and send them out manually scheduled. I'll let Maxim tell you all the details about it. And last but not least, we're going to finish up by letting you guys know about the agency catalog that we have. So we have a list of partners, different agencies that do SEO. We provide the tools, they do SEO. So this is basically a match that you can yourself make. So just reach out to an agency from our partner list, and you'll have somebody to give you advice about how to do SEO and digital marketing. Because we haven't even gotten to the good part, because I wanted just to show you a quick overview of the new interface that we rolled out, and some things may have been moved. Well, not may have, but we have moved a lot of things to the left-hand side to have a classy SEO tool vibe to our platform. So basically, the idea is we have the project tools under this specific tab, which includes all of the tools that we have that allow you to keep track of what you're doing with your specific website. So you just select a website, and you see that all the project tools are here. I'm not going to go into them because we have a lot of different materials. I'm going to give you to do this on your own, to do the research on your own, because we have practically a workshop on each of these tools, a video on YouTube. So you're welcome to explore that further on your own. We have an SEO tool section. Let me just quickly show you this area over here. Yeah, let's change the background because I wanted just to show you the list. So we have the SEO tools, which are standalone tools. So you do not need to create a website in SEO Ranking, add a project, and you can just research any website, any keyword keyword, yeah, depending on the tool's capabilities. So you can research any domain with a competitive research tool, any keyword with the keyword research tool, and a lot of the other tools that we have here are pretty self-explanatory. So once again, we're not going to go into that, but I wanted to stop a bit more recently rolled out tools, which is the content marketing tool, which includes the content editor and the content idea finder. So basically, with the help of the content marketing tool, you can find ideas about topics that you have not written about, or maybe your competitors have not written about. Once you select a topic, we have everything that to help you set up the SEO content brief that takes into account the real-time parameters of your competitors, which you can also just play around with who you're actually competing with for what. So you basically decide on what SERP you want to rank, and we help you create the content for that. And not only just generate content like your typical Chat GPT would do, but we also point out every SEO aspect. So we let you know what keywords need to be in there, what their density needs to be, how the text needs to be broken down so that it's more readable, and also like you need to add links in there, images. So basically everything that a text requires in order to fall on the good side of Google and on users, on the people who read the material as well. So that is the content marketing tool. We also have a local marketing tool. So if you have a brick and mortar store, you have a business in a local, like in a vicinity, and you operate in a certain area, we encourage you to take advantage of the local marketing tool, which allows you to find out how you can make your business consistent across the web, so that search engines do not hesitate when they see a query about your business. They know exactly where you are, what your phone number is, stuff like that. We also have the opportunity to expand your visibility by adding yourself to different business listings, and also making sure that you are consistent across those. And last but not least, we have the opportunity to interact and analyze reviews from different customers. And also AI is involved in that area as well, because it helps you just surface the different areas of your business that are maybe more important to you. For example, if you're a restaurant, you can just find different reviews about services and just know what exactly is wrong, or like really going really well for your business. Anyway, we have materials on that. Just if you can't find them, let us know. And also I wanted to tell you a bit more about the report builder. And actually, Maxim is going to take care of that in the specific area that we're going to look at, the agency pack. All right, I'm going to give the floor at this point to Maxim, and I'll be looking at the chat.
Thanks so much, Andrew. It was a beautiful and fine speech and introduction, and I really appreciate you having passed the torch to me. So hi, everybody. Again, my name is Maxim. I'm a part of the customer success team. Some of you might already know me. If you do not, I hope we will be able to meet in the future. Now, today I have a very special feature to tell you about, and this workshop is all about learning more about Agency Pack, what it's about, and the many benefits that it can actually bring to your business, to your agency, or to your e-commerce company. Now, to start off, it's important to understand that with our new UI, you can find Agency Pack right here, very conveniently placed on the left pane. And now you have a display of all of the features that it offers. Now, there are two features that it offers and two benefits that are extremely crucial when it comes to promoting your agency, making sure that your agency works in a way that you build engagement and trust and loyalty with your customers and your clients. Now, to start off, it's important to mention that Agency Pack is this ultimate upgrade that we created for e-commerce businesses and for agencies. What it does is that it provides you with certain benefits that allow you to build that engagement, build that vendor loyalty, and make sure that your business looks as professional as possible, whoever you do that business with. Now, long story short, the first feature we're going to discuss today is white label. It's one of the most frequently requested features, and we're extremely proud of it. When it comes to white label, the first thing you need to understand is that the main point of working with clients, and I'm pretty sure you do know about that, is their satisfaction. And what can be better than getting that satisfaction from well-branded, corporate suited interface of your own SEO ranking account. White label allows you to customize your corporate account to the way that it actually fits your corporate identity, so that your clients know who they're dealing with, and that they know your brand and they know your name. Now, the first thing you will notice is that you are able to customize the interface itself. As you might already notice, the green bar right here at the top is part of that interface that I'm using, and I have customized it using one of the color schemes right here at the bottom. Now, you can go ahead and change the header name that you can see right here at the very top. You can add your own logo. You can go ahead and add your company name if this is something that you'd like to do. And of course, this is the first thing you would do. Now, if one of the colors that you see here does not actually suffice, the first thing you need to do is simply go ahead and create a custom color right here from the custom color picker. Below, the white label feature allows you to customize not only the interface itself that you can see above, but also the footer itself. So let's imagine a case when you work in a very high-paced environment and you know that there are specific pages that you would like to be able to easily navigate among, and you know that those pages will also be useful to you and your team. What you can do here is that you can customize the footer at the very bottom right here so that you can add the custom links. Let's say you have a Google Drive with important documentation. Maybe you have a box report board. Maybe you just want everybody to know where your LinkedIn profile is. And here in the footer settings, you can actually add those links, you can customize them and make sure that everybody is able to navigate among them as easily as possible. And another thing that you can customize is, of course, favicon. It's important if you want to promote your corporate identity and make sure that whenever your account pops up in the SERPs, it has your logo, but not SERP's logo. It's not that we're ashamed of our logo, but we do understand that it's important for you and for your clients to actually see that that account belongs to you so that you can build up that trust and build up that credibility. Now, moving forward, the personal domain name settings allows you to do a marvelous thing here, because apart from having that interface branded, making sure that everybody knows your corporate identity, you might want to pay close attention to your domain and subdomain. And in this section, you can customize that. First of all, you can go ahead and customize the subdomain itself, meaning that you will still have the SEO ranking domain right there in the search bar, which there will also be your name next to it. On the other hand, if you want to move your website, rather your account completely to a server of your own, you can do so using the CNAME feature right here. Once you have done that, there will be no mention of SEO rankings domain, and your clients will see only your domain and your name right there in the search bar. Moving forward, the login page, of course, is the entry point to your account, and that's how you welcome your clients. That's how you welcome the people that you work with. And you can customize it. You can add your logo. You can select one of the two color schemes we offer here. Unfortunately, there aren't many of them, but you can still pick between the light and dark theme based on your preferences here. And of course, the language is extremely important because you want to welcome your clients with the language that they speak, not actually the language that we provide on our end, right? And moving forward, the email settings is also a very interesting feature because apart from customizing the interface in your domain, some of you will be creating reports, and we understand how important it is for those reports to be credible, to have your own branding, and to increase and boost, let's say, the credibility of your business in general. And you would not like to have any mention of SEO ranking there. Again, not that we're ashamed of that, but we do understand your needs. So in the email settings, if you do schedule reports that you can find in the report builder right here, those reports, they arrive to the recipient with our body, with our subject, with our email address, and so on and so forth. In the email settings of white label, you can go ahead and customize that. You can completely revamp what is written in that email. You can change the logo. You can change the message that you would like to convey. You can add comments and even the footer. And finally, if you would like to move that email address's domain to your own domain instead of SEO rankings domain, you can do so right here. Simply connect your email provider, and that scheduled branded report will arrive as if it were coming from you, but not from us. Now, I hope this is clear. This is basically what white label is about. We're going to touch base with it a little more when talking about the reports right here. But if you have any questions, feel free to pop them in the chat below. I will not be able to answer them right away, but I will take care of them during our Q&A session. Now, moving forward, the lead generator feature, and many of you may be asking, like, why would I need to work with leads here? Some of you do ask that question, and some of you don't. Now, the way we think of it is that apart from having a well-branded account, apart from making sure that your credibility is as high as possible, it's also important to increase that engagement with your clients. It's important to make sure that your clients can reach out to you and leave their information for you to process wherever they go, so that you do not lose those leads, so that your lead generation is actually improved and up to date at any time, and that your conversion rate is actually as sufficient as it gets. So that's where lead generator comes. The way it works is that right here in the widget section, you can find 5 default widgets that can be embedded into your website or into the website of a client of yours. Now, you can select one of the widgets that you would like to see, and I'm going to just pop a preview for the most frequently used one, which is the web form right here. So that's how it works. That's what the widget would look like. And this widget is fully customizable. It's fully under your control, and there are lots of benefits that will come with it. Now, let's go back to the page itself. Now, I'm going to go into one of those added views for the web form to show you what you can actually do with it. Now, once you have embedded it into your website or into the website of your client, you can just start collecting information from your visitors. The information that you will be collected strictly depends on what you would actually like to get from those clients. Now, right here in the settings, you can go ahead and customize the title, add the description, what this widget is actually about, add the URL, add the sections that you would like to ask and require of those visitors. You can also add custom fields for some additional information that you would like to collect. Once it's done, you can move forward to the GDPR section, and we do understand that, especially for those of you who are from Europe, GDPR consent is extremely important. So feel free to just pop that option right here, and it will also appear on the form. Now, once the form is submitted, the leads are going to arrive right here in the lead section. Unfortunately, I do not have any to show yet because I have a relatively fresh account, but all of the information will be displayed here. We'll see your conversion rate, because you will also be able to assign a lead status, whether this lead has been won, and so on and so forth. Now, apart from collecting information using this widget, the other thing that this widget can do for you is that it will provide those who submit this form with a small but very, very interesting opportunity to have a quick run through, a quick audit on a specific keyword or a phrase for SEO audit. Once they submit that keyword, that report will be auto-generated and forwarded to their email. Why would they need to do that? Well, it's a great way for you to actually show them what you can do for them using a single example of a single keyword. And that's how you promote your brand, because you show them the service that you can do for them. Now, apart from customizing the form itself, you can customize the email template and what it'll look like, the notification that will pop up once the form is submitted, and so on and so forth. And if you're still asking yourself, how exactly do I embed that form, let's say that form or any other widget into my website, all you need to do is simply go ahead, copy the HTML code right here, ask one of your webmasters to embed it into your website, and the form will appear there. So I hope this was helpful. Another interesting thing that you would actually need to know about Lead Generator is that it's not only customizable when it comes to the interface itself, but you can also go to the settings to make sure that you can manage the notifications that come from each lead you receive. If you or someone else on your team would like to get a notification whenever someone submits the form, feel free to pop their email address right here. You can create a Zap, an integration with Zapier, if you would like to push those notifications into Slack, Gmail, and so on and so forth. Also, the reporting settings are extremely important when you know your clients and you would like to make sure that what they receive as a report actually aligns with what you would like them to see. So you can include different SEO tasks, you can add notices, and so on and so forth, based on the report that they receive from the keyword that they inputted into the web form. Now, the limits are also important here because there is a set number of leads that you can receive per day, and it's going to take off your budget based for each report that is run through the lead generator. So if you do not want that limit to be exceeded, if you do not want to overuse it, feel free to pop those limits right here, and the feature will not exceed them in the end. Then, of course, there might be some spammy submitters. You would like to avoid them avoid making sure that they are prevented from getting into your lead list. So you can just backlist them right here. And finally, the tracking code that you can use for Google Analytics. For those of you who deal with Google Analytics, that's the place for you to go to get the tracking code. So that's basically it about lead generator. I hope it is helpful. And remember, it's not only about the interface and the looks that you provide with SEO ranking to your clients. It's also about the value and engagement that you bring to them, and you retain them on your page for as long as possible in order to promote your services. Now, following through, we have the users bonus, which is not a separate feature, but it's a bonus that we provide. And with the agency pack, you get an additional 10 client seats that you can use to invite someone into your account. For those of you who are not very aware of our user management system just yet, it's important to mention that we currently offer 2 types of users that you can invite into your account. I'm going to click into the Add User button right here so that we can see those types. The first type is a manager. Normally, you would invite someone as a manager if they are your colleague, someone who would like to create a project, someone who would like to edit an existing project. It's really important for collaboration and creating that up-to-date, very seamless workflow with your colleagues so that you can interact on the projects that you work, even if you work on them separately. On the other hand, if you would like someone to only see specific projects, not to be able to edit them, you can invite them as a client. The client will only have viewing capabilities and will not be able to see any other project, edit it, or create a new project on their end. When you invite someone as a manager, you have plenty of permissions and access roles that you can set up. Because here at SEO Ranking, we believe that access roles and custom roles are extremely important for keeping the data safe, for making sure that no one gets into someone else's project, and just to make sure that everybody is in their segment working on what they need to be working on. So for instance, if you invite someone as a manager, in the user permissions section, you can decide which features will be available for them to use. It's important to make sure that the features that you set up here will be the features that you would like that colleague to be able to use. Otherwise, they might overuse a limit on the feature that you would not like them to have access to. So feel free to scroll through the list of the features here and pick the ones that will be suitable for this specific user. Also, if you're inviting someone as a manager and you, as the owner of the account, would like to share some of the management capabilities with them, you can just check the account management access option right here. This will provide them with the ability to manage user access as well. So it's a great way for you to share that responsibility and delegate it instead of having to deal with it on your own. In the account limits section, you have the ability to set up specific limits on specific features. Maybe you would not like some of the features, especially if you have a strict cap on them, to be overused. Maybe you would like someone to prevent someone from overusing the number of keywords that you have in your account, and so on and so forth. Then this is the section you need to go to and make sure that those limits are set in a way that you would like them to be set. Then in the access to projects section, you can decide which projects will be accessible to this specific user. It's important to keep that secrecy and data privacy, especially if you have a very strict delegation of projects within your team. And finally, the notification section is where you can manage the notifications of that specific user, or you can just go ahead, slide it, or allow them to decide which notifications they would like to receive for themselves. Now, for the client role, the permissions are quite similar, but again, a client will not have access, will not have the section called account limits because they will not be actually able to use any of the features there. Cool. So I hope this was helpful. Again, do not forget to designate that person's first, last name, email address, and also generate a password or just let them create the password on their own. So I hope the user management part was clear. And again, the way Agency Pack works with user management is that we provide you with those 10 additional client seats for your clients to go ahead, check the projects that you're working on for them. Maybe you would like to share like specific data with them that will be dynamic and live. And that's where the client seats actually come in play. Basically, we can move on to the last feature that, the last top-up that is offered by Agency Pack, and it's regarding Report Builder. Now, we understand how important reporting actually is for our clients. We understand that in the end, the way you show up for your clients is with those reports, graphs, charts, and making sure that the progress you have done so far and the changes that a specific project has undergone are as visible and easy to understand as possible. So for those of you who have not used the Report Builder yet, let me just click into the Report Builder itself to see what top-up Agency Pack will provide you with. Now, basically, this feature, the Report Builder feature, is available to multiple plans, and you do not need to purchase Agency Pack for it. However, there is a limited number of scheduled reports that you can do per month based on your subscription if you do not have Agency Pack. Now, Report Builder provides you with the ability to create manual reports. Those are the reports that you create by hand, you download them, or you just forward them to a specific email recipient. And at the same time, you have the ability to create scheduled reports. And this is the part where Agency Pack comes into play. Now, let me just pop one of those reports open. Right. So right here, you can see the multiple widgets that you can add to your report. Those are the widgets that are pulling information from the tools that you're using. Therefore, the information you see on the report will be dynamic, live, and directly from a specific project. Now, at the very top of the screen, you have the ability to decide whether this report is going to be manual. So I'm going to just click No Schedule here. I'm going to fill out the information that I need, add the widgets that I need, and then go ahead, download it, or just send it directly to someone's email. Or I can go ahead and make it a scheduled report. The way a scheduled report works is that you just select the time range when that report will be generated. Let's say every month I would like to get a report. And then every month on the 15th of that month, the report will be generated and then sent over to these specific recipients, of whom you can add up to 5 email addresses. Now, then at the very top, you select the time range of the data you would like to see on that report. So again, if I'm sending that report on the 15th of every month, then I would like to see the data for the last 30 days, for instance. The way it works is that once you have set it all up, you've added the widgets that you would like to see, you just save those up, you just hit save the report, and then it's going to auto-generate a report on the 15th of every month for the last 30 days and embed that information into the widgets you can see here. Now, another benefit of Agency Pack, apart from having those scheduled reports unlimited, which does not come from any other subscription you can purchase, is that you can customize that report to your corporate identity. And I did mention that at the beginning, and it's important to mention that it's quite easily done right here in the Report Builder. All you need to do is simply go ahead and add a cover page. The cover page you see here will be quite defaulted to the looks that we believe are acceptable by SEO practitioners, but this is something you can customize for yourself. Well, starting from the top, you can customize the logo, the text you see here, the report name, and so on and so forth. But if you just click into the pencil icon right here at the very top, you will see other themes that we have prepared for you. And with Agency Pack, you're actually able to go ahead and upload your own layout of the cover of that report so that it fits your corporate identity, it has your colors, it has your logo, and so on and so forth. Once this is saved, you have a scheduled report, you have made sure that you have the recipients here, the report is auto-generated, and with using those white label settings that I showed you, there will be option number 5, like email settings, and by editing those settings as well, making sure that you have added the body, the subject, the text, and so on and so forth. But the report that will actually arrive to your client will be fully customized to your needs and telling your client about your professionalism and how loyal they can actually stay to you based on the branded steps you have taken towards building that credibility.
But you can also just show the orientation of the reports, which is one of the features that we rolled out, like I think a month ago. It just really helps show a lot more data. Yeah, because like for example, you want to show like a week of rankings, and it's a lot more better presented in this environment.
Right. Thanks so much, Andrew. Yeah, let me just take a step on that orientation right here. What Andrew is talking about is that up until recently, we've only provided you with the ability to have the vertical orientation of the page for those reports. It was convenient for some users, but we have decided to just expand those options. Now you can go ahead and make those pages horizontal. This is quite useful if you have lots of data, especially those ranking columns, and you would like to have them on a single page with an expanded view. So feel free to play with orientation right here as well. And another improvement that we have actually added in the last couple of days would be the top sections that you see here. So we have modified our ranking section and added multiple widgets that can pull information on those rankings, and you can play around with them and see which widget actually works for you best. Also, you can pull data directly from your Google Analytics account and Google Search Console account and Google Ads as well. And it's also important to mention that the way you build a report here is simple in a way that you can easily add a widget that you would like to use in the report by clicking the green button right here. Once a widget appears, let me take this one as an example. You have the settings just to make sure that you select the information that you would only like to see. So for instance, if you have multiple groups of keywords, you can go ahead and select which group that'll be. If you have multiple engines, you can designate a specific engine. You can sort that information by a specific column from the tool and adjust the other settings that you see here. Once that is done, information will be pulled directly, efficiently, and dynamically. So another benefit that comes with Agency Pack, and you're not going to see it right here on the left pane, is the ability, the opportunity to be listed on our agency catalog. Now, let me just switch that tab quickly for you. So basically what the agency catalog is a list of the agencies that we work with, the ones that have purchased our Agency Pack, and that would like to increase their credibility and their fame among the agencies that we work with. So you are provided with the opportunity to submit a very quick form. Normally, this form would be forwarded to you to your email address right after you've purchased Agency Pack. You can submit it, provide the information you would like us to display right here. And this way, we're trying to build a community of agencies that know one another, that interact with one another. And you can always provide this agency catalog to your clients to show how credible your business is, that you're actually on the level with this different businesses so that you can actually build that community yourself. So we would be very thrilled if you consider joining our community. If you have any questions regarding agency catalog, again, it's not mandatory, it's fully optional. You're just provided with the form. If you want, you can just submit it. If not, you can just discard it. But we would be really thrilled to see our community grow and to see the impact that SEO ranking is actually making in your business, and to hear more about the story of how SEO ranking is helping you with your day-to-day SEO tasks.
Thank you, Maxim. Yeah, you shared a lot of interesting information. I hope our audience agrees with me. And what I wanted to tell you guys about the agency catalog is that you can already see that some agencies are listed at the top, and we've been thinking about this. Like, obviously, you can change the country. If you just play around with the filters, you'll have different lists. But we were thinking of having it dynamic so that there's no page one, as in like with search engines always, they're always struggling for that first page. So we're thinking of how to make sure that each client who is interested in the services of an agency will potentially see every business that we partner up with. So yeah, definitely investigate that option, because as ranking, we provide the tools, but we can't, well, not legally, but it's not in our values to provide specific SEO tips because yeah, we're not an agency. We do provide the tools, but this is where we fill in the blank, the gap that we had before. And now we can, when you ask us how do you do this, we have a list of trusted agencies that will help you come up, well, not come up with, but realize your ideas in terms of digital marketing. So this is like an environment, an ecosystem that we try to have set up here. Well, it's in the it already has a form, but it's only going to get better from here. We're going to expand it, add more stuff, and once again, we're listening to you. So if you have any ideas, something that will improve your business, whatever we can do, we will definitely do that. And we have a couple of more slides to guide you towards different materials that will help you sort of learn SEO, master SEO ranking, and vice versa, master SEO and learn SEO ranking. So we have the SEO ranking and action course that breaks down a lot of our tools, a lot of them, almost every practically tool that matters. Well, all of them obviously matter, but we gradually try to come up with produce content for everything. So be sure to check it out. We go into detail and take you by the hand to walk you through all of our tools. We also have a course that will help you promote your agency. So if you need more help understanding what exactly needs to tick and what exactly needs to happen in order for more clients to come your way, be sure to check it out. Check out this course from Myriam Gissier. She's an international SEO expert and agency coach. So she specifically knows what she's talking about. She decided this is going to be her value is going to be helping agencies. So be sure to check it out. And she's also a great person to talk to reach out to. You'll find all the information in the course. Another thing is we have our community where all of our users, well, a lot of the users who need advice or want to communicate with their peers or want to engage with the SEO ranking team, we have the community. You're welcome to join in there. We have giveaways there. We have different surveys that will help you that help us guide the further development of SEO ranking, and plus a lot of different other stuff. But the main thing is that you can talk to your peers, and so there are no dumb questions. Just ask anything in there, and we'll do our best, and as well along with the community, to help you propel your website to the top, or your client's website, depending on what it is you're after. Additionally, we have our Do Follow podcast, which is our what do you call it? Our anniversary episode is coming up this Friday, or next Friday is going to be our 12th episode, once per month. So yeah, it's been up for a while now, and we talk with different experts, once again, SEOs on different aspects of SEO, where it's headed. So yeah, it's basically a 30-minute talk, 40-minute talk about different interesting stuff. Just be sure to check it out. And yours truly hosts that event. And as I've been saying at the very beginning, when I was rushing through all the tools that we have besides the agency pack, you can explore and find everything on our YouTube channel, on our blog, in our help center. We have a lot of different updates, information, news on LinkedIn, Facebook, X. We have the live chat, so we do our best to be able to provide you with the information, with channels to help you solve your questions quickly. And ultimately, we even have the option to reach out to a person and talk to us from here. I want to thank Maxim for taking the time out of his schedule to be here with us to let us know more about the agency pack.
Thanks so much. It was a pleasure. Thank you guys for listening to me. It was a pleasure of mine as well.
All right. I want to thank everybody once again, and have a great continuation of your week. And here's to higher rankings.
Bye.